Alright, welcome to part 3 of the Kirby and the Forgotten Land playthrough. So we just cleared the mall level. It's one of the more aesthetically different levels in the game. The game still has that traditional, you could even call it Mario-esque, grassland, desert land, beach land, lava land. It's all that. So we're in grassland right now. But,
your classic platform levels.
Right. Yeah, the essentials.
Right, the essentials. The aesthetics are there. The general aesthetics for everything are there. But for the level aesthetics themselves, they like to have something at least unique to it. Like that mall level we were just in. The snow level has some really... The snow level is actually visually beautiful for a snow level. But there, it also has these old rundown buildings that just look very pristine with its winter aesthetic. So you'll see it when we get to it, but it's just, oh, it's beautiful. This game is actually, it looks really good actually. Even though it does run at 30 frames per second, but hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, like, one of the things that is rough around the edges of this game is the draw distance just a little bit. Maybe you have noticed, maybe you haven't at this point already, but you will see it later down the line. The farther away enemies are, the less frames that they have. So
yeah, that's a lot of Nintendo games on the Switch have been doing, because like stuff like Splatoon does that too. When there's like, at least in the hub worlds, I've noticed it. Yeah, if there's like if you see other players around and they're like if they're a decent bit far away, they like reduce frame rate of those characters' animations by like half.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. So that's kind of just a normal thing in a lot of these Nintendo games for the Switch.
Yeah, it's almost as if it's a decent system power-wise, but it's not the most powerful.
I mean, yeah, for what it is, like, it's pretty decent, but like we're kind of getting to the part now where we're just waiting for Nintendo to come out with their next system.
Kind of. It's kind of depressing.
Switch U.
The Switch U. Yeah, let's go. Sell no systems.
No. Let's go.
Honestly, I don't know what their next system could be, and I kind of would like them to still wait a bit, because I feel like if they did do it earlier than how PlayStation and Xbox do it, or when they do it rather, we're gonna run into the same problem again, like 10 years down the line, you know? Because we're only saying that the Switch is so underpowered because, well, one, we have a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series to base it off comparison now, and two, games take a fucking long time to develop, and it shows. It shows.
And the longer they take, and the more expensive they get.
That too, yeah. But it takes, and these games are huge. Like, what was it? I think Jedi Survivor that just came out is now in like the top 15 list of largest games, like gigabyte wise.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know where it ranks, but the gigabyte count is 155. Like, holy shit.
Damn.
That's what we call it. Call of Duty Warzone.
You're not even fucking lying.
I have to go AFK.
Okay. Yeah. Take up half your console space.
Yeah. I was seeing something the other day that was talking about like with Tears of the Kingdom, because it's only like 16 gigabytes, which is absolutely crazy, because like to have a game like that run on the Switch like fairly decently and only be 16 gigabytes is that's a technological marvel. Like 16 gigabytes is like the size of a save file nowadays.
Wow, that is very impressive actually. So,
which is funny because 16 gigabytes like 10 years ago was pretty much the standard.
Yeah. Because like a lot of,
and even sometimes you go back a little bit further by a few years, that was still even insane for back then.
Yeah, because like freaking comparing it to our standards today, 360 games are nothing basically. 360 games are nothing. Yeah, like the hugest games that you could probably think of on the 360 era are like at the very most 20 gigabytes. You know. So it is very impressive that like yeah. I did not know that Tears of the Kingdom was 16 gigabytes. So
yeah.
That's kind of small compared to
that's kind of like Josh is saying, it's a kind of a technological marvel.
Yeah, it almost should be impossible.
So why can't anything else run on the Switch?
Imagine Elden Ring on the Switch.
Oh dear God.
Oh God.
I can't
Cyberpunk on the Switch.
No, freaking.
That game barely even runs on the Series Xbox.
God damn.
How large even is Elden Ring?
I have no idea.
Right now, actually. So, 57 gigabytes.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it would be a lot more.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like a Call of Duty Warzone.
No, that's fair. That's fair assessment. That's about on par like a modern sports game nowadays.
Like 50 something?
Yeah.
Huh. Did not know
That's
that.
roughly about where sports games are at. I believe they've dropped to like 40, like in somewhere in the like mid 40s, but
that's
about on par.
Do they at least run well on the systems?
I haven't had any like noticeable issues with it. I haven't even had any crashing problems, which used to be an issue in the older games.
Oh, really? Huh. Well, there we have it.
Good job.
Yeah, gigabytes and data is always going to be a weird thing, and we may never know why they are so huge as they are.
Technology.
It's like trying to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. The world may never know.
The world may never. Honestly, I remember looking at that top 15 like largest gigabyte games on it, and like the number 15 was Gears of War 4, which I have played, and I'm like, I'm sorry, that game was kind of.
Gears of War 4 is Burger King foot lettuce?
Yeah. And I was like, that campaign was bare bones. I'm sorry.
It really was, honestly.
Yeah, Gears 4 is my least favorite Gears game. Shit, I don't even know if I like it. But I don't know why that game is so huge. It's probably because of the multiplayer stuff, which I don't even know is a thing anymore, because Gears 5 is a thing. And so I'd assume that everyone's on the Gears 5 servers. So I don't know why it's so big.
That's what she said.
That campaign was dog shit.
Beat me to it.
I'm sorry, I have to say it. That campaign was dog shit.
That's a completely fair assessment, because I played it too.
Yeah,
and it was not good.
I'm sorry, the characters are so dull. Granted, the first game was like that too, but that was kind of the point. But the fourth game, it was like they wanted to have them be as lackluster as the Gears 1 characters, but also have them as developed as the Gears 1 characters. It's kind of hard to describe like that, but
yeah.
it falls flat. You know what also falls flat? The freaking the quote-unquote tower defense segments. That's cool on paper. Where the fuck is my currency?
No.
Like the tower defense segments were cool on paper, but like the freaking And you can like set up traps and turrets and all that, which is neat.
What's good in theory is always not great in execution.
Right. It was so undercooked, and it's just like because it costs.
It's so undercooked. The cow's still fucking mooing.
Yeah. No. Freaking to set up the traps and turrets, it requires a special kind of currency. What is that currency? You only earn it in the tower defense things. How do you earn it? It happens automatically. And I'm like, what is the point? What is the point? I'm sorry.
So you were talking about Star Wars Jedi Survivor?
Oh yeah.
Found that list. It's it's ranked 5th for 155 gigabytes.
Damn.
And the only games above it are Forza Horizon 5, which is like a gig above, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War at 175, Quantum Break at 178, and of course Colin's gonna like this one, Ark Survival Evolved at 400 gigabytes.
Ark is number 2?
400?
One.
What the? That's number 1. Okay.
Ark's number 1.
What the fuck?
Good God, 400 gigs.
Also, didn't I hear that they're shutting down the service of that one in favor of the new one?
I don't know. I haven't heard Colin bitch about it yet, so...
I'll have to ask him that then. But,
400 gigs. That's like not even an Xbox worth of storage space to hold that.
That's freaking...
That's 2 Xbox worth of storage, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's depending on if you get the, And that depends on if you just get the standard, like... Was it like 250? Isn't that the standard for like the smaller?
Yeah, I
think
I think the Series S is 250, and then the Series X is 400.
Yeah, so it's like, you basically need an external storage device if you're gonna download that game.
Yeah, and you won't have any room for anything else apparently.
Yeah. Here's my external SD that has only fucking Ark Survival on it.
Congratulations, you spent $400 on a console just to play one game.
Yeah.
It
do be like that.
Is Destiny 2 on that list at all?
Let me check. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm looking through the list right now. So you said Destiny 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Why the hell is Microsoft Flight Simulator number 7?
What?
It's 150 gigs.
I don't know.
Because there's a whole...
No, it is not on this top 15 list.
Huh.
But shockingly enough, things like Flight Simulator and Rainbow Six Siege. Well, Rainbow Six at least makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah,
but Flight Simulator are on this list.
Well, Flight Simulator's on there because it's got a lot of map.
So fucking ridiculous.
Doesn't the maps is basically real life, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's literally taking the entire world's geography and putting it in that Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous, but...
Congratulations, so you can fly an airplane. Instead of just going out in real life and getting your airplane license.
Shit, freaking... Don't they have, like, freaking... Like, full-on, like... Not suits, but, like, full-on rooms that are essentially the flight simulators? Like, someone would have to have that, either recreationally or, like, legitimate Air Force or something.
Yeah.
I know that there are probably out there actual, like, full-on flight, like, simulators. Because I think they do actually test those with, like... Typically, it's, like... Probably some fucking NASA shit or something.
Yeah. So, Hey, maybe that's why the Air Force uses Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I'm sorry, just some of these titles on here are just a bit odd from seeing, because my brain would think of other ones that would be on top of here.
Why is Gears 4 on there? That's what I don't get.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Gears 4.
I'm sorry. I was very after I beat the game, I was very indifferent, but now I'm like, God, that was a dog shit experience. And
apparently Borderlands 3 is 116 gigs.
Really?
Which is funny because Borderlands 2 is like 20.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a like significant time gap between the release of those two games. Because Borderlands 2 is still like a 360.
14 for Borderlands 2.
Huh?
I was wrong. It was 14 gigs for Borderlands 2.
Well, even less.
Yeah.
Oh.
My horse is too far away to hear me.
Wait, well, we just cleared the first world, and now we're back in the hub world. This is Waddle Dee Town. All the Waddle Dees that we've rescued have made settlement here in this little part of town and just made it their own. Yeah. So, the more Waddle Dees you collect, the more buildings that you will unlock, and they'll have certain. It's either like mini games and stuff like that. You'll eventually get the traditional Kirby Coliseum eventually, but I like how well it makes sense gameplay wise that the very first buildings that they would get built are the weapons shop, because America. So the weapons shop is the first one that gets built, and this is basically, it's showcasing all of the different copy abilities in this game, and this is where you can also upgrade them as well. So in every level there are these charts that you'll get. Maybe not every level, besides the point. You can find these blueprints rather, and then if you bring them to this guy, he'll upgrade the weapons for you, and it'll show you which ones that are ready to be upgraded. So basically all the copy abilities that you have default are level 1, and you can get them all up to level 3. Some of them have a level 4, but that's a super special secret to go behind. Yeah,
a secret.
But they cost it costs both money and rare stones. I believe that's the name of them. The rare, the rare stones are the collectibles in those optional challenges that I just did, showcasing previously.
Yeah, the challenge rooms.
And rare stones are what they're called.
Yeah, rare stones. Gotcha.
How original.
How original.
Daring today, are we?
We serve food here, sir.
Barnacle head. You forgot your mayonnaise.
My name is Squidward. I take your order. Diet Coke, please. And $50,000. We serve food here, sir. You got one part of that wrong. This is not meth.
What? I don't get it.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
The greatest show of all time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom's been binging that show.
Oh, well, it's a good show. You should watch it. I'm almost done with it.
I need to finish it.
Yeah, everyone needs to finish it.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know you have rights? Well, the Constitution. Well, the Constitution says you do.
I took away your rights.
What, you say anything?
I took away your rights.
You can't take away my rights.
Yes, I can.
My name is Gustavo, but you can call me Sus.
I guess you didn't hear me finish my sip.
Burn, motherfucker, burn.
Give him a break. What did he ever do to you?
Wow, he is still on fire.
Yeah, and that is a very big ball of flame right there.
Let him cook.
Oh, it's charred. Oops.
Me in the kitchen.